We are live and recording for all of Mitchell to tune in. Should check this out and see how many actually listen in. So did everyone pick up an agenda and the draft in a minute? So you're okay. Mr. Morgan, do you want to start us off?
Sure. Approval of the agenda. Before we look at that, we want to move the festival ticket packaging to executive session. That's the only change to that. Otherwise, look it over. Any changes or additions to the agenda? If none, need a motion. Second.
Second.
Gio with first. John with the second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We'll approve the agenda. Approval of the minutes from last meeting, which was March 8th.
And I apologize, I moved over and our network is not allowing me to bring them up, but the draft minutes are right here.
I was not at the meeting.
So that is an error. Uh-oh.
What's your names?
Craig, meet Gene, meet Craig.
But you're with us in spirit.
Okay, so we'll adjust by removing Gene from the March meeting.
I think Doug just didn't read my notes.
Well, should I go get those as evidence?
I seen them on your desk today, so yeah.
I did use them. No, I appreciate your correction.
We got a first by Jeff. And a second by Jordan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of the minutes from March 8th. Agenda items. Director's report with Doug.
Sure. Okay, kind of do a quick little recap. Since last time we met, we had literally our biggest one-day event of the year was March 12th on the youth wrestling, and we had well over 3,000 people in the building. We had 547 wrestlers check in, and then 2,700 through the door with ticket sales. So concessions, $8,500.
We were almost at 10,000, which was more than last year. I learned a lot in a very short amount of time. And next year we will have breakfast items because there was a lot of people that wanted more than donuts. So, and I didn't have enough of them anyways.
And so a couple notes on that, and that's a perfect segue. We are still struggling keeping food and beverage out of the Corn Palace. And I was at the Denny last Friday night. I mean, 6 by 9, nothing else. You don't dare, if you have a bag, you're opening it, and you're dumping out your insulated bottle, your Yeti, or they're confiscating it, one or the other. And that is a tough sell here. I will tell you, I had some ugly conversations with people. Wrestlers are a little different breed that they used to bring in their lunch, right? Pack it in. I get that. I wasn't searching in wrestlers' bags. But we're talking, you know, they went out and bought the coffee shop a 6-pack of drinks, which is awesome. I'm sorry, we don't want those in here. I'm glad you bought them. We didn't have breakfast for a reason. They used to have the baseball fundraiser was a huge deal. That went away. So we'll look at having breakfast here, but bringing in, you know, bags of, you know, of breakfast sandwiches and things like that. And they got a little ugly, you know, and I have a hard time putting that was actually volunteer ticket takers that day. We had our pickle bowlers come and help us out, and we need full staff for concessions. And I'm not going to put them in a position to ask people to leave. So anyway, we'll just keep doing it in signage, but just so you know, it's a tough sell to get people to leave it out.
Doug, I can tell you in volleyball tournaments that we go to, they make the kids open their book bags, and if they have something in there, we're going to take it back to the car. My daughter got kicked out of the Pentagon for it, so.
But our staff went well. They were literally at 2:30. There's like 10 wrestlers left, 300 people, and a few awards. And out of here at 3 o'clock. So but they were outside the door at 6:30 a.m. I was opening the City Hall doors for weigh-ins. I said, hey, that's not going to open until 8. Oh, I know, we just want to make sure we get in, you know. And so 6:30 a.m. It was cold. It was like 14 degrees that morning, you know. So anyway, the fun event, great for Mitchell. And we were actually prepared to host, you know, a basketball game that night if we would have been awarded it. So we would have pulled it off, you know. But so that was fun. And then The following weekend, I got to go on vacation then, and Craig and Jeff and crew ran the Wingapalooza for the Mitchell Main Street, and the chamber had their wingo, and kind of as expected, it was down a bit, but you cancel something for 2 years. It takes a while. Also, Colonels were playing in Sioux Falls, so not as big an event. We'd love to have 500 for that. Got about 300-ish, I think. So, but I think it went well. Were you able to be here for that? I didn't. You were out of town. But heard good things. You know, our part of it was good. They opened the doors to go outside. I don't know that they had a lot of people do that just because the numbers were smaller, but still a really, really good event. Upcoming events, obviously basketball's all done. We have a Bear Up party on the 8th. We'll have almost 500 people here this Friday for that. And then we had cities closed for Good Friday afternoon. Corn Palace stays open over Easter, that Friday and Monday. We have the prom set up on Friday, 22nd, and then Grand March the 23rd. It's not a real difficult event for us. High school staffs that, and then they have their dance here as well, not the after prom party. So 11 o'clock, they're all out of here and on to doing other things. Very excited for the circus. Of course, Steve, as you know, is a Shriner involved with that, but they will come in on the 24th. They have a Sioux Empire Fair Circus, or Sioux Empire, I guess it's the Sioux Falls Circus. Yeah, not Sioux Empire. Sioux Falls Circus. That Sunday night, they load up, move their stuff during the night, show up here, kind of hang out, and then start moving in at 6, 7 a.m. Monday. And they will do a Monday night show at 7. Honestly, I haven't got confirmation, but I've heard rumors, a Tuesday 10 o'clock senior citizen show. But
Yeah, nursing home show.
we haven't confirmed that. We're planning to handle the concessions, thinking it's going to be fairly, very slow.
It's not a big show for you.
Right. 1 ring versus 3. And then Tuesday at 4:30 and 7:15. Wednesday at 4:30 and 7:15. After the Wednesday night show, they pack up, move out, and we'll clean up, and the Shriners will clean up Thursday. Kind of try to get the circus smells out of the building the best we can. City Christmas party, our annual spring recognition event, I guess it is, on Friday night. And then our staff will come in early Saturday, and we'll set 800 chairs for recital. We'll have 1,100, 1,200 for a dance recital here for Saturday night. So busy time, and then we move right into the next weekend after that, MTI graduation on Friday the 6th, Dakota Wesleyan on the 8th, and they've kind of gone into having an outdoor social as part of that, using the plaza and the parking lot, which is fun for them. And then, of course, First Friday with Mitchell Main Street at 6th. So we'll get the Mitchell Tech third. They have 3 graduations now at 11, 2, and 5, and by 6:10 they'll be starting music outside, and we'll move right into First Friday. So it's kind of a busy time. And then then we have cornhole in May, and I'll give you a report on that. I would like to, as I'm thinking of it, on May 10th, which is actually a week later because we're kind of in the second week of I wanted to go to the May 10th instead of May 3rd for our May meeting. So I'll make that change on our agenda and all that kind of thing. So other than that, our staff repairing things, painting. So we painted all new walls and the entries. Again, over 100,000 here for basketball this year. So we've been painting. We're getting prepared to put a new elevator doors in instead of a big noisy overhead. And the big thing, there's deep scrubbing underneath all the seats from the whole basketball season, which you might imagine, and then they re-wax that. And the reason we do that is because in the circus gunk comes off pretty easy because the wax is wore off. Now we re-wax it, and it's all set up for summer, and it scrubs up nicely afterwards too. So then we have a group of day of caring from Dakota Wesleyan coming in to do some fix-up, clean-up for us on the first week of May 2nd and 3rd. So, and then update on the scoreboards. They're setting at Muth Electric. We're waiting for a frame attachment, which the guy told me he emailed today and said they should be in tomorrow. So we're looking at them being here end of the week And then, so we'll find a day to get those up. We're probably looking at one full day for each board to install. But the wiring is all in, the internet, 2 of those boards is all in. And of course, that's gonna be the ones on the ends of the court where we have our stat boards. Those will be new, and they'll be full motion video boards instead of just graphics. So obviously they'll show the stats for basketball, but we can also run all of our ads and our videos on them too. So when we do player intros, for example, the video camera will be in all those screens. So it's kind of cool. Right now, people on the ends of the thing cannot see any video. It's only on the scoreboard on the east and west, so that's gonna be nice. And then what I'm doing for the summer, and I think it'll be fairly effective, is to run some local ads for targeted tourism to generate a little bit of revenue. See if I can reach out to hotels, restaurants, other attractions. Obviously, we'd love to run our chamber video there probably once an hour, something like that, just depending. Work with tourism to see where that fits, so that our tourists here can see all those other attractions that are here. So, that's kind of it for me. Any questions about what went on and what is going to be coming up?
Doug, what about Good Friday? Are we closing at noon?
No, the Corn Palace does not close on Good Friday. The City Hall does, but we will remain open,
Okay.
which that has not changed, so I'm guessing that was the case for a gift shop. I don't know that.
We just do whatever the courthouse does.
Okay.
I thought we closed at noon last time, but we'll be open all day.
I did a little, we're just closed on Easter,
Sunday.
yes, but we don't open then anyway, but,
Right.
because we will open on May 1st, as a Sunday, that'll be our first Sunday open for the season, 8 to 5, and then we'll go 8 to 9, 7 days a week, beginning June 1st. More than a day after.
Memorial Day.
You can move right into Craig.
I was just gonna report circus tickets. Reserve tickets, we got $15,000 sold in those thus far. I've sold probably 40 general admission adult tickets. So that's going well. Still got people coming in and looking for front row seats, which are all gone, but there's still some good ones available. So if anybody needs those, we'll hook you up. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet over the concessions right now.
A lot of popcorn balls still going out though, just by order. I think we've said that we have 6 regular third parties that sell them for us, or retail sales.
Yeah, yesterday and today I sold 250 just to businesses for resale.
And we're giving them for, we're gonna host a banquet where everybody gets a popcorn ball. First Friday, we're working with a local business that wants to give all their members free popcorn balls. So, by getting it out in front of folks, we use them as a way to treat some others, kind of little special items. So, okay, I'm gonna move right into the festival concert lineup because, again, I'm gonna spend most of our time on this packaging, which we'll do in the executive session. But publicly, we've announced all of our concerts. Of course, the 24th through the 28th of August is festival. Vendors, we've got nearly all in that were last year. We're missing about 6. One has chosen not to come back, and one passed away a long time. John Schroeder, longtime vendor at our fair, passed away last fall, so he won't be here. So,
What did he have?
Pardon me?
What did he
He
have?
had the rings and things. So the last 2 fairs that I did, he was on the corner of 7th and Main. He had a big display on 7th and Main on that lot there. So, again, I'll reach out to new owners, right? They did that last year and see nothing is there yet. If there's still nothing there, my intent is to use that corner because as their property, they could use it for whatever they want. And I'd rather have them be part of the festival than competing against us or, some other way. So, anyway, vendors are going well. I'll kind of turn most of that over to Craig as we get a little closer on here because they're used to contacting the box office and all that. And then a couple other changes, I guess, as fair-wise, we're going to move our exhibits. And really, we've got someone from within the city that has asked, or said, hey, I will help with that. So we are going to get much more organized on that whole exhibits part of the fair, and then we're going to display everything in the armory for the whole fair. And that will enhance a little bit of the bingo for the VFW Legion folks, and it gives a little more recognition to those folks, and will stay out the whole time. And it's much safer. We just don't have room in here, and we can't safely put it on display out in the front house. So, I'm looking forward to how that handles. And of course, I guess summer-wise, we're kicking off all kinds of things. Partnering with Mitchell Main Street, we've got a half a dozen programs from the public library that will be in the plaza. Support the Priest Sturgis party, and of course our farmers market every Wednesday where we've got some special events going on too. So those are the kinds of things we're working on. Just trying to get our whole festival thing wrapped up. So we've announced Thursday, Randy Hauser, opener to be named. So we're working on those right now. Friday, Russell Dickerson. Saturday, Night Ranger, and Sunday, Randy Travis. So pushed out via press releases and social media and some Facebook events. So, it says how many people are reached, but the comments are kind of fun. People that know Night Ranger are pretty excited to hear Night Ranger. I had some surprise comments about Randy Travis. Did not know him, he still performed. And of course, if they ask, he is a guest singer. So, is it John Dupree?
Yeah, from the voice.
And if you've watched the video, he's very good. I mean, he sounds really good. It's Randy Travis's band. Randy and Mary Travis are on the stage for the show. And I haven't confirmed this with our agent, but they have been doing meets and greets with Randy Travis. So we'll see. I think that's almost like a game time decision, whether how he's feeling or whatever. But he is on the stage for the whole show, and so it's kind of a little bit of a tribute show. People have been coming up to see him, so be excited about that. And working right now with Romeo on openers that they might recommend that we can afford and would be a good fit. I've been pushing some that contact me that way. If you know, we are contracted with Romeo for festival entertainment. If they can't come up with openers, I'm allowed to say, hey, what about this person, and they approve it. They don't get commission on that. When they come up with openers, there's commission, which is part of their deal, but they can't always fill them with what we want or what we can afford. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So, all right. Any questions about all of that?
You have a deadline for openers?
Not necessarily,
Okay.
because quite honestly, we'll fill, besides openers, for Friday and Saturday, I just thought it worked real well to keep people downtown. And then when the concert ended, we had music in the plaza on the stage before and after the Friday night and Saturday night shows. And those folks stayed around till midnight out here. It was busy. So looking to do that too. An opener could possibly move and perform out there as well. So if they can't come up with folks, some of their people might not be interested in that, but some of our more regional openers are. I guess on the Sunday Texas Jammers Polka Cowboy Church thing, we're not doing Cowboy Church, we're not doing Polka this year. I am going to have the Jammers here doing a couple things in the plaza. I'm trying to see where that fits for them, and then I'm trying to find them some spots. They've been really important to the festival the last 2 years, and they brought 100 people here from out of state, not just out of town, out of state. So they brought a pretty big contingency with them. The 20 to 40 that played, and then plus spouses, and they camped and stayed for literally the whole week. So I really want to try to keep them here and help them out. They've played at James Valley Community Center dance before. We still could do that here on Tuesday night if they wanted to do that. That would give them an avenue a little bit outside, and maybe trying to get into the area community theater, let them set up in there for a few days as well. So, but obviously I can help control that narrative when we don't want them having something going on when we've got shows here. That same group of people would go to Randy Travis, for example, or something like that. So anyway, that's all pre-festival stuff. I guess I'd like to move into ticketing, Steve, if we can.
No public input? Guess not. Okay. Need a motion to enter into executive session?
Aye.
We got Gino?
Second.
Okay, second. So we're going to executive session.